Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Rimworld Beta 18. So, we had a very rough run last episode. We ended up losing 2 people, but that was kind of after the aftermath of the previous episode of being raided and getting malaria and things like that. Just not really keeping on top of that kind of stuff, but we finally stabilized now. We've got a nice temperature, so we're not dealing with heat waves anymore. We've got everybody with no more injuries that we have to worry about. And our base is looking reasonable. Still need to get rid of the forest inside of our fridge, but it's fine-ish. We've got a harvest of potatoes in as well. It's not going to tell me how much it's 466 potatoes, so if we can get those inside, that'd be great. So I guess what we want to do then, as part of today's episode, is actually clear out the plants inside of our fridge, and I suppose while we're at it, inside of the dining area, because that needs to be stopped as well. Essentially, we need to make sure we've got a clear path going through. And then on that note as well, I do want to put down some flooring of some sort. It's probably just going to be wood flooring, to be honest. You know, like those wood floors that you have in marshy areas that are just kind of elevated above the water. We'll get those done. So let's run a line down this way, and it's just going to mean that we get essentially a nice pathway to wherever we need to go. So we'll run a path. Oh, yes, we'll run a path along this way. There we go. Oh, we've hit proper marsh. Alright, well, I guess we'll go over. We just can't win. Alright, well, we'll just make patchy areas like that, I guess. Just as long as we've got paths to go through. This will just mean that no foliage ever grows there. No more trees are ever going to fill that area. And it's just going to speed up movement between every area, which really works in our favour in the long run. So I'll let the guys do that. And friendly AI is telling us about the starship. That's fair enough. I don't think this run's going to last long enough for us to even consider that starship. But it's a nice thought to know that it might be there. Okay, a hired gun from Hera Nation is visiting the colony and has got some items to trade. So, who is our warden? That would be Serge. Serge, are you ready to get up? Just about. As soon as he wakes up, I'll not upset his sleep, because that just essentially gives him a debuff for the sake of it. Alright, so get rid of the tribal wear. I don't know if the parka's going to be necessary. This is a temperate swamp, so I think we don't need this. I'll sell it for its current price, I guess. And things that you're selling, take your medicine. And then I'm going to sell the tribal weaponry because we have shotguns to replace them and things like that. And I'm pretty sure there's probably some weaponry lying around from other dead individuals. Spears there. There should be some guns, I would have thought. Or maybe I was smart enough to make sure that they picked them all up and equipped them. That doesn't sound like me being smart. No, surely not. Alright. So this actually increases the walk speed to 100% compared to the soil, which is 87. So it's actually an upgrade to unblocked areas as well. A local tortoise has gone mad and will take 9 hours to attack us. Okay. Well, we'll just watch and wait. Got quite the distance to cover there, tortoise. Alright, well, we'll watch these guys work. Visitors are leaving. Alright. So we seem to have cleared a pretty decent path. Sarah's going to work on getting these plants back on the harvest. Here comes the tortoise. Alright, everybody just come out for a second. I don't need all of you, but the job just gets done quicker if we do. Andre and Sarah, now lovers. Alright, fair enough. Andre, do not rescue this tortoise. Go stand here and fire at it until it's dead. Thank you. Alright. We can butcher that for food. We've got a fair bit now. I think we've got a bill for making pemmican as our priority, so that's pretty good. Having meat and veg allows us to make the pemmican. And apparently Luke, our, whatever this thing is, Arctic fox, yeah, has rotted. So that's problematic. Still making simple meals, though. Ah, you haven't butchered the tortoise yet. That would explain it. Okay, so it looks like the bill for the wooden flooring has essentially been done. We've got a rough path set out, and rough is all I need it to be perfectly honest, so... Need warm clothes. The temperature's going to reach -5. Okay. So, apparently Sarah... Oh, at least 3 need it. It's just focusing on Sarah in this particular case. What is this? Corpse bile. I'm sure that's not very nice to sleep against. Yeah, it's worse than blood. That's no surprise. Are you sleeping underneath corpse bile as well? You are. Alright, well. What I'll do is... Is cleaning really a priority for me right now? I feel like it isn't. Even slightly. What is a priority is maybe figuring out how long this cotton's going to take. 83%. Yeah, so far from that. I guess making a production room is next on the list. I need to figure out where the... I suppose this is a good way to figure out where I can build. Just set the floor out first as kind of a foundation, as it were. Yeah, we could do that. So, this is going to be our production room. Let's have that size there, and then the wall will actually build and replace. Now we know that we can actually put flooring in this entire area. You don't necessarily have to do that anymore. Should have maybe done that from the start. I think one of the main reasons this run's gonna fail is because I really did underestimate the sheer volume of the trees that are around here and how long it would take people to cut them down. It is, look how quickly they build now, but look how quickly it takes when every single tile is a tree. It becomes very difficult to get anything done. And that was a mistake on my part. We should have probably figured out, like this kind of area here we should have started in, where there's very little trees to get in the way. That would have probably been for the best. Alright, so orders. Let's cut the plants in here. Let's... No, let's not set that order. Let's set the hall order there. And there. I think that's the only... no, these two here. Haul those as well. Those seem to be the only blocking areas. If we go floors as well, we can go wood floor and bring it down this way. We got so much wood that we might as well. In the case of a fire, though, we are utterly screwed. There is no doubt in my mind that that's the case. But we got a fridge full. Oh, I say we got a fridge full. We've got a fridge full of everything else, because apparently we're putting wood in here. Oh, we've been chopping down trees. Makes sense. I was like, why are we putting wood in there? We're not really. Not at all. Can you, like, butcher that tortoise before it goes rotten and make food out of it? Thank you. Appreciate that. Guess now's the time to build out another chair as well while we're at it. And as far as production's concerned, I'm really making this one just for the research bench, because I think that's something we need to get underway. We've got enough steel and enough wood for that, so we'll work on that. We've got 20 heel root, because I feel like we've recently harvested some. We've been hauling a lot of stuff around. We need a stockpile area as well, so you know what? Need to go to floors and figure out where our stockpile zone's going to be. It certainly isn't there. Thank God I figured out this little trick. I guess it's going up here then. Yeah. So building about that size, I would imagine. We're certainly not putting wood flooring in here, though, because anything is going to burn down. It will not be... Maybe we'll make it out of steel. Have we got stone cutting? No. Didn't think we did. Do we make it out of steel? We got 300. Just short. Like, steel is the material to make it out of if I don't want it to burn down later down the line. But also steel is kind of the material I want to use on our walls. And our walls are going to be difficult to make. Because I've got to traverse this horrible swamp. And it's not entirely clear where it is. Case in point. Look at the state of that. We can tidy that up a bit. Going like that. And along here. Cancel that out. It's about as tidy as we can make it. I wonder if we could just cut this bit of mud out and go straight across. Kind of. Because there's not really any point having that mud there because we can't build in it. Build like that, and this takes less steel as well because it's a short wall. Build like that. And then, what's the movement speed on mud? 52%. We can use this to our advantage. Oh, it's even worse on marshy soil. Essentially, what I'm thinking is that this becomes our killbox location. Because the marshy soil means that they move at half the speed that they would normally move on, let's say, soil, which is 87. It's pretty damn slow, which gives us the advantage as the people with full range capability here to take them out. So with this flooring plan set out, I want to make sure the difficulty comes from the fact that we have to then build our kill box around it. Let's try... Let me bring that floor over a bit. Because maybe it actually ends up being here that we try it out. I think it does. So... it's gonna have to go like this, I think. And then all of this is marsh and it's horrible. And then we need to do like a blocking wall around here. Yeah, give me floor. Just fill that entire space up. I want to know where I can build. We'll cancel it later. I've got to build it in such a way that I don't give anybody cover as well. And I think this kind of block off here is fine. But I need the line to go across here. Or even here, more specifically. Which means I need an entrance point there and an entrance point there. This can go. And it means any people with longer range than us can't shoot down. They have to still come around. I think that's the best we can do, really. It is the ugliest kill box I've ever made. Or defensive position, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's functional. So let's cancel all of the flooring that I don't need. There we go. Get rid of all of that crap. Leave no tile uncancelled. And it's going to mean that this needs deconstructing as well while we're at it. So we'll get rid of that. Because that's a cover point for the future. And then as far as the back wall is concerned, I need to do the same kind of thing. Let me just... There's a massive bit of marsh there. Okay. Where does this begin? That's a problem. That right there. Yeah, we've got ourselves some issues in this particular corner. Because we can't actually connect the wall up anywhere around here. So, this wall's a given, I'm pretty sure. We go up this way, and along here. And I guess it goes down this way. And maybe it connects up here, actually, and we use this as a... This is a problem right here. Because that's an entry point from the north. Unless I go like that and block that off. But then we're back at the same old issue of needing to figure out how we connect it to a point where we can end this. So maybe, in actual fact, our kill box ends up being up here, which is less than ideal as far as us going out is concerned. Because the rest of the map is down this way. But we can't really defend this point with a solid wall. Whereas we can with this side. We can finish this off here. So that's actually not going to be our kill box. It can't be. Unfortunately. This is actually becoming quite the challenge. I am enjoying this. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell we build a kill box in here. And whether or not I just cut this bit off here as well. So let's go like so for our wall. And then I think this is the area that we make our defensive position. Let's cancel that bit there. And that bit. And might as well cancel all of that there. That's going to be our stockpile area, so that's fine being leveled out as it is. And I'm pretty sure this wall is what we need it to be. So we can get rid of all of those plans. So it comes down to what do we do in this area. Because we can't join these two walls together. Not in a way we'd like. Actually, not at all. Unless we go all the way down and start going snake mode on it. We're actually even cutting off our growing zone back here. Oh boy, so actually, we're going to have to tuck around and up like so. Because otherwise we lose our rich soil area. That's about the only good thing that's happening in this particular colony, is that we've got rich soil to work with. Yeah, this is a tire fire of an area that we picked here. Poor planning on my part. well, I say poor planning. Underestimating the landscape that we'd chosen for the field of battle. I think it's going to have to just be something like that. And then we defend. We defend this open area here, which is all swampland and therefore very hard to traverse. 46% walk speed. We're going to have to chop down all of these trees as well in order for it to actually be a viable defensive position. Because otherwise we give them cover points and we can't be allowing that. We really want them, essentially we want them to be running across this marsh to try and find cover. And they don't have to do that right now. But as a temporary plan, I think this will do. I don't know, if you guys have any suggestions, ideas or anything of that sort, then let me know. Out of curiosity, can I put deadfall traps in this marsh? I can, so we can defend it in that way as well. So it's not the end of the world. I do need to mine out some steel though, because there is no way in hell we have the resources right now to make this wall. So let's mine out that area there as well. And I'm going to build the south wall first, so if I forbid all of this... I hate that there's a maximum selection thing. I understand why it's there, but I hate it. It means I have to zoom in to fill the screen with the things that I want to work on. Okay, so the south wall is going to be the first thing that they work on. There's what? 63 times 5. It's quite a lot of steel. Quite a lot of steel. We certainly do not have quite enough. We're actually making pemmican now. Wonderful. Alright. Research is underway as well. As far as what we make, we could just go straight to beds. We've got bed rolls at the moment. And I suppose, actually, 92% on the cloth. I'm not sure how much this yields, but it should just yield a good enough amount. Enough for me to not focus too much on that. Instead, I'll focus on... It's always a tough one. Because electricity is a very big ask, but it's not always immediately useful until you work on the other stuff. And tribespeople take longer to research as well. So it's always a commitment. It has to happen eventually, though. And I've noticed as well that there are a lot of... new machine research options around here. Interesting. They've, I believe as well, sensor clusters, I think is the one. They've added a new part to the shipbuilding to make it a little bit harder to do, I believe. Precision rifling. Craft assault rifles and sniper rifles. Nice. Gas operation. Craft more advanced semi-automatic and automatic guns like chain shotguns and LMGs. Blowback operation. These are cool. They've split all of the gunsmithing into its own tier. Really do enjoy this new research section here. Right. What are we going with though? This allows us to get a generator and an electric stove. Not sure if it lets us get anything better without having to research it as well. And obviously, fueling a stove, not really that hard. I guess we will go for beds. And again, complex clothing for the parkas, because we do need clothing. And I remember a previous run where we neglected the warm clothing side of this, and it ended up biting us quite hard. So everybody's going to research if they can. And I actually do need to mess around with this priorities list, because we did lose 2 people, and also we got a new person who I haven't actually worked on. But We're going to do that in the next episode. I do hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, and if you have, then be sure to like and subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll get notifications when we release episodes in the future, which will be tomorrow, hopefully. So, I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you've got any suggestions on tackling this kill box, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below. I might end up doing an extra video before I get to act upon any of your guys' suggestions. So be aware of that, but it's only going to be like 20 minutes of gameplay, so nothing too serious should happen in that time. But it looks like the wall's just about to be finished. I'm pretty sure we need to make some more compacted steel, but I didn't really do the math. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.